Hello, everybody, and happy U.S. Thanksgiving Eve. Everybody's here ready about pre-turkey, get their pre-turkey on, and we are here to talk about Amazing Race European edition, and this is like 10 already, you guys. Can you believe it?
I know.
Hey,
It's really
we
crazy.
we have been running a lot, but to me it feels like we're on the 10th leg. I am tired.
Does it?
My legs are tired, my ankles are tired, the bottom of my feet, my dogs are screaming. But you know what? I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to interrupt the Thanksgiving preparation. I'm happy that everybody is here with us, putting a pause on their Stranger
No.
Things
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, I'm watching the
premiere.
first episode as soon
Oh
as
no,
we're
I gotta
done.
wait. I gotta wait. But I mean, it's a good night to just,
Yeah.
kick back, relax, grab a beverage, watch Amazing Race, talk to some friends. I'm
You
feeling
got it.
thankful.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the calm before the storm for
You
many
know,
of us.
when I remember when I was going to college, this was the big night to go out to the bars
Oh yeah.
Okay,
because everyone was in town.
literally funny
Mhm.
story. Just before this, our local news was airing a story about that, and my husband goes, "That's not." They called it is it Blackout?
Yeah,
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Blackout
Blackout
Wednesday.
Wednesday. He goes, "That's not real. They just made that up." I go,
No, it's very
Well,
real.
this is what I said. I go, honey, we're not young anymore. I think it's probably a young person's term. They made that up. I go, dude, like, how would we know?
No, it was a
That's probably
thing
what the
even back when I was
25-year-olds are
young.
calling it. We would have no
They
idea.
didn't call it that back then.
Yeah, we didn't have a
No.
name for it,
No,
but
We
it
didn't
was
have a
like
name
the best.
because Gen Xers didn't have to have a name when they went and got
Well,
Right.
and
voted.
that's
We
what I
did. We
explained. I'm
didn't
like,
need a hashtag.
people
Yeah.
come home from college. Everyone's back in
Yeah,
town.
everyone's
They want to
back.
go
Like
visit their
the
friends
old
before they have
the old
family
band gets back
obligations.
together,
Right.
Yeah.
and does like a one night show.
Sings
Because
Glory
tomorrow,
Days and then
everybody tomorrow is going to have to face their families, face their drunk uncle who says inappropriate
That
things.
guy.
And so tonight, we as a nation, just want to hang out with our friends for a little bit,
I'm saying,
So that's what we're
That's it.
doing here at Tally the Votes.
let's go, die,
All
die.
Okay, that was so unfortunate. That was so unfortunate. But the editors in the show, they had to be laughing because, like, what are the odds, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so
Well,
we
when
start
he
this,
said that it meant "let's go," I about died.
right? It means let's go.
I
So-
feel like it couldn't be more appropriate if we tried.
It's just like you can't write this stuff.
Yeah,
So we're
yo,
at
Gen
our final-
Zers, enough with the "let's go." We're done with it.
Let's
Okay.
retire.
Now we
it.
say die. So we start the episode. We're down to 5 teams. All teams that are kind of staying kind of consistent for the most part. Because I had to watch live tonight and I couldn't pause. I didn't get to know all of the times, but I don't know that we had any great questions.
It wasn't
about
like
the
a
times
big.
this time.
and
It was
because
like
of the
flight number
planes,
one
it
and
didn't make
flight
that much
number
a
two.
difference.
No.
Yeah.
I always look at the times the next episode to explain to me how close the previous elimination
episode
was.
right.
Gotcha.
Right.
So I didn't see that. So anyway, moving on. I missed all of that, but it doesn't matter because immediately they're going to Milan. They all go to the air traffic, or excuse me, the travel agent.
Yep.
And try to get on. There's one flight that is leaving direct. It's a direct to Milan, leaving at 7:40 and getting in at 9:20. And this looked like a good one. And somebody said the foreshadowing words, if we all get on the same flight. And I was like, oh man.
Mhm.
And that was the moment I was like, oh, I thought it would split more like 3 and 2 though.
Yeah, not just one team, but
Yeah, because that seems
Yeah, it was almost like a U-turn. It was like a
not fun TV, right? And so everyone gets on the first flight except for Kylan and Taylor. And so they had a really good attitude about it. They're like, all right, so what? We'll get there 45 minutes late. We can make that up.
We can do.
When we can make that up, yeah. And again, it's in that situation where you don't have to be the fastest runner. You just have to be faster than the slowest person, right?
Yep.
Or faster
Exactly.
than the bear.
Faster
One
than
of
the
the
bear.
two.
But in
Mhm.
this situation, faster than the slowest person. And so if they thought that they could gain on somebody, that's all they really needed. So, and I really liked them this episode. I think it showed them their patience and understanding a
Mhm.
lot tonight. And it was
Yeah,
really nice
I
to
think
see.
they did use teamwork to the best of their ability.
Yeah, like without getting upset and just
Yeah.
like
Agreed.
Kylan at one time was like, why am I melting down? Being able to recognize that in the the middle of you kind of like
That's
panicking,
hard to do.
really hard. So good on him. We all strive to do better. Yeah, we all strive to do better. But they're all headed over to the Rotonda della Besona to get their first clue. And this is a roadblock, and we're in Milan, which is the fashion capital of the world, or one of them, probably them in Paris, right? And they have to do this thing with flowers on the dress forms and have to like make it look exact. This is one of those
Yes.
ones where the attention to detail, right? What did you
You
guys
know
think
what?
of this?
I as soon as I saw it, I knew that Kyland would do well on this. I knew that he was probably going to perform the best on this because the attention to detail and the making sure you're counting everything. Everything has an exact place to go. There's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and I knew this one would be his.
First, okay, so he had mentioned several legs ago, well, at the beginning of the race anyway, about being on the spectrum, right?
Yes.
And so for someone who's on the spectrum, and for not everyone, but for many people who are on the spectrum, having not knowing what's going to happen next is like very like uncomfortable. So when you're given a
Right.
task, you freaking zone in on that task, right?
Blinders.
You are just, oh, I know what I'm doing right now. I'm
Mhm.
doing this. And they're just locked in. And Kylan seems to have that kind of like that worked really well for him.
Yeah. Also, I thought it was kind of a cool challenge in the sense that there wasn't a lot of directions given. It's like, this is what you have to do.
Purely visual.
Yeah, and it has to be exactly right. And so it was kind of funny, like watching some people whose flowers kept falling, and they're like, you need to cut your stems longer, things like that, because they weren't taught how to do it.
I like this challenge because I felt like finally I got my challenge where they were really being nitpicky, and it was hard for people.
Mhm.
You had to get it exactly right? Like I feel like they were very generous with the dances.
Yeah,
compared to prior seasons where they would have never ever accepted.
Yeah, and even though it wasn't a physical challenge per se, it was taking a physical toll on everybody because of the heat.
Yeah,
and they really were sweating. Like all of them were sweaty.
Well, they said this was the very first sunny day that they've had because when they were more in Eastern Europe, they were getting like a lot more cloudy days and stuff. And Italy is very much the Mediterranean. They're they're close to water, and it's they're getting blasted. And this was their first sunny day, and Paige says Izzy's going to be sunburned, crispy. So yeah, that's kind of limits it a little harder. Okay, so I guess since we're talking about the sun, we can talk about the whole ad of it all. I mean, they've been foreshadowing this all season.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is as commonplace in Adam and Joseph's story as anything else. Like, I mean, there's gonna be a moment in every race where Adam has to be concerned about what his blood sugar is doing.
But like they've teased us so much because it seems to be talked about each episode, whether it is an issue or not, or even a inkling of an issue. And so, and then also Joseph's need to take care of him, right? They have built this beautiful backstory to this.
They really have.
And then and it's just been like Chekhov's gun waiting to go off, right? Like, we've talked about this too at some point, but the tension of when it would happen.
You've landed off the Enterprise and you're wearing a red shirt. We know what's coming.
Yeah,
we know what's coming. And so, do you think it was as serious as they said, or how serious do you think this was?
I think that it could have been as serious as they were worried about it. Do I think is as serious? Well, they did have their medic person there and said, yes, you're very hot. I know that if it was really in dangerous levels, they would have pulled him.
Right. It looked more like it was heat exhaustion than really his sugar.
Well, I think it started out as heat exhaustion, and then he got the electrolytes, and then that shot his blood sugar really high. So it's with diabetes, it's always about maintaining balance, right? Like it's like your body has a really, really hard time being able to balance it. So when you have an emergency like dehydration or overheating, the way that the rest of us would take care of that is to just chug back electrolytes like crazy, but our body can metabolize those sugars down. And in his situation, I think the overheating was probably the biggest danger, because how can we get you hydrated without causing a diabetic emergency?
Right.
That part was
Couldn't they
probably
just use
tricky.
water?
Yeah, but water does not take care of dehydration and exhaustion as quickly as something with electrolytes.
It's not really a recovery method. It will be like
preventive.
Not in this situation.
Yeah, but he was feeling pretty damn bad. I mean, it was clear he was feeling pretty terrible. So, I mean, I think it really could have been a situation. Like, they were probably really
I don't think
close
he
to
hit
getting
his
pulled.
knees exaggerating it. I mean,
no, I think they were close.
Hit your knees, make it dramatic.
Tuck and roll, bro.
This isn't Survivor.
No. I just always wonder how the editors might, kind of like, you know what I mean? They kind of like
spice
nudge
it up
a little bit.
Spice it up a little. Yeah. I think it was in a tough spot. I'm thinking it was a little bit scary.
Okay. And that's what that's how they made it out to look. So they go to the pit stop after this leg. Is one night enough for him to rest up and recover from feeling cruddy?
As long as his numbers are good.
Yeah. But
it's all about watching those numbers.
Exhaust him as well?
I would bet it does. I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
I mean, and have you ever experienced, not just like overheating, but have you ever gotten heat sick before?
I don't think so.
I don't react that way. I feel like I'm sunburned, and like my skin turns bright red and starts radiating heat, and I'm certain I have like a 2nd-degree sunburn, and then 5 hours later the sunburn's gone.
This is why I don't go outside. Okay. You guys,
listen, in my profession.
Well,
in my profession,
there was day drinking on a
live,
cruise ship involved in this.
You're right.
Yeah, I can't avoid being outside because I would in that heat. Trust me, like I live in the armpit of the continent. But the thing is,
yes, when it's not 104 degrees, there's a tornado coming.
Yes, that's it essentially. And
or snow.
There was a day a few years ago that I spent the day in 109 core temperature and just standing, like literally just standing.
Listen,
my heart rate was up at like 165 just standing.
And you're supposed to be nice to people when you're doing that. No,
and you can't. You can't.
Yeah, like literally, you would just tell them, listen.
And so
people would just send me away. Christy, go away.
Yeah. Get away.
I couldn't.
No, I literally I called it a day at that point. But my point is that I know just like what my resting heart rate and how high my resting heart rate was. I could imagine if Adam was experiencing anything close to that, like you can't sit there and put flowers together and count them, and it's.
And you saw how wilty the flowers were getting pretty quickly too. It was hot.
And I think if he was like getting heat sick at all, like that's actually really, it like makes you more prone for it to happen again in the future. added with the diabetes, I'm like watching him like get him in the shade, and the fact that they did make an arrangement to move him. Yeah, so.
But at that point, don't you think everybody should have been able to move to the shade?
Yeah, I don't think anybody cared.
I mean, look, if somebody else was in medical distress, then you give them the same consideration.
I'm just
it's like, can I get some of that shade, please?
They also don't want to feel like they won on it because they got special treatment either.
Right.
So, yes, I can do this, but I need to be in the shade. Any team that would like to move to the shade, you can move to the shade. Is a fair, I feel like.
But I thought like when they built the bridge, they selected an area that was in the shade.
Yeah.
But there was multiple stations they could pick which one, the one
and not again.
Like the sun was, I think when they were doing the flower thing, it was like
they were no longer in the peak of the day.
It was like because it was they landed at 9:30 and 10:15.
So they would so that first group would have landed at 9:20. That's landing time. Then they still have to get through customs. They have to do stuff. They're probably it's probably like 11, 12-ish when they're doing
which is like the worst time of the day
because you could tell that sun was right.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Mediterranean,
and they were like on concrete, and like it was all reflecting off the marble and the concrete around them.
Very true.
Basically in an oven.
By the time they had done, you could
kiln, if you will,
or an air fryer.
By the time they did the bridge, you could see the sun was kind of moved, 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. But yes, Adam.
So yes,
Adam got through it though. Like he championed through it. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, but when he did it, when he got the okay, and the fact that everyone else waiting like jumped up and cheered with Joseph, that was cute.
Yeah, and it was really, even though all of that happened, the only team that leapfrogged them was Izzy and Paige.
Yeah,
it wasn't like everyone just blew them out of the water because they had an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I did think it was funny when Jack said the "Yay Adam" thing. He had to really think of his name for a second. He was like, yes,
yes, you, guy.
Adam. It was like a delay there. He was like, yeah, all these kids. He's got to be so over the kids. Can you imagine by now?
I'm certain.
If he hears "Let's Go" one more time, he's probably going to literally kill someone.
Oh, when he said something and he didn't say "Let's go," he said something different, and I laughed. And I was going to write down what it was, but I have to go back and watch because it was really funny because he did not say "Let's go."
They were like, "Hey,
I refuse."
What? You sound so old. Okay, boomer. Jeez.
Listen, we all like what we like. So,
and I'm Gen X. Thank you very much.
So yeah, that doesn't really change anybody. They still do well. They get out of there, and they have to go to Vigevano, which is the city of Da Vinci, which I did not know about. So I'm gonna have to really check this out. I know.
I kind of want to get in there and dig into that some more.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. And the first thing they stumble upon is their first roadblock, which is the triple task, right? It's all based on Da Vinci or the time period.
Oh my God.
This is where I say to the producers of The Amazing Race, thank you for making some human-like challenges that seem like normal people could do them.
Okay. Listen, some things happened today. And it was really fun. By the end of this episode, my husband and I have decided that if I were a lesbian, Paige is 100% my type, because after finding out what in the past weeks, she said her grandpa was a tailor, did fashion stuff, right? She has all the art background there.
And the Renaissance fair.
Her mother sells like Renaissance fair things.
No, her mother and her partner run a Renaissance fair.
Yes, run. Okay. So there's that. And then to tip it all tonight, she talked about how she had gotten into a rabbit hole about these Da Vinci bridges, like on the internet. Okay, 4.5 minutes previous, I'm telling my husband, oh my God, I just spent like half a day watching all these people make these Da Vinci bridges because I saw something in one of my gardening groups, and I'm like, they're really cool. I kind of want to put one in the yard. And then she said that. I'm like, that's it. Kindred spirits. Just saying.
I'm shocked you didn't send us.
Listen, maybe they're looking for a throuple. You don't know. Maybe they.
Who knows?
You don't know. Who knows?
I mean, like, listen. There's just a lot there.
Or you're gonna need a new haircut, Jamie.
Her haircut's adorable. I would look ridiculous in it, but she looks super cute. And she's got those big eyes.
It works for her.
I could, you know what, Paige? We could be besties. It's cool.
Yeah, she's like one of my favorite characters.
No, I super like her. I super like her a lot.
It did occur to me about Izzy though. If she hurt her knees, why the hell was she kicking a wheelbarrow?
It tempers, man. Make you dumb when you're mad, right?
Izzy is a little bit
she's like a bruiser. She's a bruiser, is what she is like. We're just gonna get a little tussle when you're upset, you know.
But her and Paige are very yin and yang, aren't they? Like
they are. But it's so great because they have that middle that they meet at where they're both like, let's just be happy where we are. No need to be upset.
Have you ever looked at your partner before and thought, or told them, you know what, honey, together we're a fully formed human?
No.
That's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Together.
They're so lucky. No, I don't know what that's like.
They make one complete human.
Oh, that's good for them. Funny.
Like some sort of weird Transformers Autobot thing. So they have to do. Everyone's in Renaissance Grove. I thought it was super cool.
I liked it. I will tell you though, it made me a little bit less enthused of maybe doing that myself in my garden because I was like, the things on YouTube make it look a lot easier than what these guys.
But remember, they don't have instructions.
That's true.
You actually did,
and they're in a hurry.
Instructions. They literally had the pieces and figured it out.
Okay, but like my husband would absolutely put the bridge together with me stuck in it.
He wasn't.
But he just probably laugh and like.
And then he'd laugh and take a picture and
send it to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
look what they did. Jamie's stuck in the bridge.
That you could just step right out of that. Come on.
That's true. I am going to physical therapy. I can get more limber as this goes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, it was super. That was really, really cool. But the first task was to build a replica of this tower,
which looks super easy.
Super easy, right? Like, did you think super easy, Jamie?
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody has different skills.
The thing.
And for me, that's.
I could do that in seconds.
Me too.
You know when they were talking about how it had like specific slots?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, a piece of cake. That's the key. It's like a map. Then I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not putting it together outside of the thing. You use the base to pop.
Well, and then they said they don't have the same numbers. Like there wasn't the same amount of slots for each piece.
Right.
So,
but that's how you know which one's what.
Yeah, exactly. But that's like
it's not from there to confuse you. It's there to make it easier.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, so that's really hard." And I'm like,
it, I guess.
I'm like, "How is it harder?" It's like literally telling you where it goes.
Yeah, I thought that one was easier. Super easy. And then it was like, oh, and they're just, and you have to climb up on a little ladder and put the thing on. Oh, okay.
Okay, and you have a whole cheering squad because those people were very excited for everything.
They were super enthused. They had one job. They were excited.
They were like, you know what? Listen, we saw what that chicken did.
And come on,
we are not.
I want to ride a fake horse being pushed by two little Italian men and try to joust. That was fun.
It did kind of look fun.
The whole thing looked fun. Like I want to go to a village in Italy and like have a whole day's worth of like fun.
Just get to hang out at the park with a bunch of LARPers
and just like games, these sorts of games. Yeah, that's kind of what this is. Like, you know what I mean? Like their version of yard games. At like a picnic or something.
Oh, you like yard darts. Have you tried yard jousting?
Well, you think it's Italy, you think there'd be, that comes later, I suppose, the bocce ball, but you know, that's their yard games.
The yard darts we had in the 70s were like the Hunger Games, man.
I know.
You didn't want to get under those.
No, and Grandma still had those when I was a kid. Like she was like, "Go have fun."
Go have fun.
We all lived.
Well, you guys are probably aiming for the rattlesnakes out there.
Yeah, that's not a lie.
You guys are so dramatic. I don't even understand this. We had them. I would go out and play with my friends. We were perfectly responsible and like minded what we were doing. Nobody stood over there while you were throwing from this end. We followed the rules.
Okay, but could you imagine them nowadays?
I just want to tell you, Mom, I was a good kid. Come on.
But you can't partner those with today's recreation.
I never even thought to do such a thing.
And then like we would play a game where you had to stand with your feet like shoulder length apart, and then we'd throw them.
No,
like in between the person's feet.
There was a perfectly good game.
We also did that with knives.
And then they drank out of the hose. Oh my god,
dudes! If you give dudes something like that, they're gonna throw it at each other at some point.
Or just sisters.
I mean, I just
the worst you were gonna lose was a toe.
If people could, if myself or others could get hurt, I was very like, let's follow the rules, please.
Did you never shot Roman candles at each other?
Absolutely not.
Oh gosh, that was that's awesome.
Oh, you're missing out.
Did it? I did not partake in that. Sorry.
So we should all get Roman candles and shoot them at Dan.
That's the top notch right there.
Sorry.
That's fun.
Sorry, I was kind of lame. I was just, I was indoors. Those activities all happen outside.
Where's Christy? She's reading.
I just imagine you chasing after us, sliding your glasses up your nose. Hey guys, we really shouldn't. We're gonna get in a heap of trouble.
Okay, I didn't have glasses then.
Now, were you the kid like your mother had to drag you by the ear and throw you out the door?
I literally, when I tell you that my mother used to push me outside, lock the door, and I went outside and sat under a tree with a book and read the entire time.
No,
that
it's
is
cool.
Not a lie. It's not an exaggeration. It is absolutely, honest to God, gospel truth.
That was me on lake weekends. Like we go to the lake, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go find a place to hide with the book.
Listen, I don't like getting sweaty. I have asthma. I'm like this. I'm not made for this. I have allergies really bad. Like this is not. You really should be inside.
Christy, you're not selling yourself as a good, amazing race partner right now. I'm just saying.
You're right.
I was in my conversations
You might need
tonight.
You might need a younger version of me.
Well, I decided if I were to ever be on this, like I was like, oh my God, Christy and I would have to do like 6 months with a personal trainer just to get our like asthma boosted,
Okay. Not untrue. That would be true. But I think they would let us have our inhaler. We would just be like team
passing it back and forth.
No, we would have
need a huff
on like a lanyard around our neck.
Yeah.
We
could be the asthma geeks. That's the name of our team.
We would need really good shoes because we need really good support in our shoes.
Girl, yeah.
We need good shoes. Real. So maybe we can get some sort of sponsorship
like that support hose like my grandmother used to wear.
Yep, you got it.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know
some compression socks. Listen, they make really cool compression socks
and as long as I have enough caffeine,
we got it. We're zipping. We're good.
We're good. All right. I can do a
lot of things. You never see them stop for coffee, do you?
No.
Because I would think if you're way ahead, you're like, yeah, pull over to Starbucks here. Let's get a coffee.
Yeah,
production's like, come on,
Dave, you're in Italy. They don't have Starbucks.
You don't ever stop to see them, or they don't ever show us them stopping to use a restroom either.
They don't. So that they
that could be really entertaining. Like if they were searching for a restroom and they couldn't find one, and
okay, that would be good. Also, finding a public toilet you can use because no place will let you use it.
Yeah.
So trying to find that's freaking.
This is the episode of Amazing Race I want to see when Jack and Cindy are on it, and Jack has to pee. And no one will let him pee. I just think it would be hilarious.
Like something very realistic, right?
Jack goes full on ugly American about the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine though? Like, I'm just saying that there are bathroom emergencies. They exist. If you are a human and you're keeping weird hours, right?
Weird hours, yeah.
Bathroom emergencies are going to happen. And oh my God, if you're somebody like Jack and Chelsea, you would be lost for like 30 minutes just because you had to stop at the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's complications in these races.
You can't do like the old empty bottle trick, with the TV camera.
No, not with a camera.
Not with the camera guy in there.
I mean, to be fair, Amazing Race is kind of like the bronze medalist for CBS's reality TV, right? You don't really see their former players like doing a lot, and the people who started there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Fair.
And so we don't get a lot of like, well, how does this work and how does that work? Like the after.
Now there was a really funny video with Tucker and Eric in the last week where they were talking about their cab driver. I don't know if you saw that or not.
The one that was like not going where they thought they
had a cab driver that was talking about how he was an actor and he was in a film, and it turned out that it was a pornographic film, and he was showing them like slide after slide
while he was driving the cab.
And this is my Johnson.
Yes, and the camera guy said, I'm just going to turn this off because we can't use any of this footage.
Any of it. Yeah. If you get into a cab anywhere in the world and the cab driver asks, hey, want to see my porno? Get out of the cab. Get out.
That's not the cab driver you want in a race. No.
That's not the cab driver you want. They didn't make it to Italy, so was that Greece or was that?
I'm assuming so, but the cameraman apparently had told them, like, all these years of filming this, he's like, this has never happened. Nothing like this has ever happened.
Dang it. See, these are the kinds of stories we want. We like Phil. Maybe they need to make like
I would
Race
love
little book of like
exactly
because you're talking about all over the world, all these different languages, all these different cultures, all the you know what I mean, time changes and moving. There's got to be
a lot
million funny stories. Of characters along the way.
I'd agree.
Anyway, so they have to make the tower super, super easy. As soon as they make the tower, they move on to obstacle number 2, which is they have to ride that horse while they get pushed by 2 Italian.
The jousting, yes.
And they have to get 4 rings on their
And it took Chelsea like 4 tries. It looked super easy.
It was weird. I don't know. It seemed that that you needed to.
Anytime there's anything that team has to like get something to go in a certain direction,
they cannot do it. But also, like, she was holding the thing weird. I felt like she didn't have control of it. Like she wasn't bracing it well enough against her body.
Yeah. And she's not like super tall either. So I would think like if you're taller. Like from the waist up, if you're taller, there's like probably a better way to hold something that is like that long compared to if you're shorter. Like there's some weird balance to it. And I don't know. She just didn't do a great job at it, but she didn't do like terrible. She just had to do it more than everyone else.
So that was also, I thought, an easy part of the challenge. I don't know if I would have been able to exactly do the momentum the first time, but I think 2 times max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you miss one on the first go around.
Going like, oh shoot, I gotta, but then once you kind of do it, I feel like.
And I loved like Paige on there, and when she pulled up, like her and Izzy were both giggling so hard about it.
No, the idea that Izzy was like enjoying it more.
And she's
than
like,
Paige
my mom's gonna love
you know what I mean? Yes. Oh yeah, she's like her fiance's biggest fan, and I love it.
Oh, it's so
cute.
Funny.
And then after they get done with the horses, then they have to do the Da Vinci Bridge we spoke about. And that was super cool.
Yeah. Go out there, get it in your garden, guys.
It didn't seem particularly difficult. Everyone's gonna get it.
But you just had to, it's one of those things where you had to just stay calm, stand in the right place, and lay things down in the right order. If you made one mistake, then it wouldn't work. You had to have everything in the right place.
All the little notches had to hit perfectly.
And really, they're really like, what other challenge could we give these guys that is Da Vinci themed? You know?
Yeah. No, it was really cool. And I think one of those would look beautiful in your garden.
Lay on your back and paint something on the ceiling.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, get up there.
That wasn't Da Vinci, David.
He
didn't paint ceilings.
He painted the Sistine Chapel, which is decisively.
No, he did not.
No, that was Michelangelo.
Oh, yes, it was
Da
indeed.
Vinci
all right. Well, all right. So this
he did a lot of inventing. You could go invent something.
Yeah.
He was more of a designer. Like he that's
he painted, but
and,
he did,
but
like,
he did like a lot of
Supper
inventions.
went, like, right into the fresco, right into the wall, painted right.
Yeah. And he
Like,
did a lot of
Renaissance stenciling.
architecture. Apparently he made a town, as we learned.
Oh yeah, he designed this town.
Yep.
Yeah, he was very big on just the whole, like, I don't know, was that
You know,
mathematics?
you
Was
wanna
that
know
I
what
street?
it was?
watched the Da Vinci Code when it was on.
You wanna know what it is?
It was an HBO series on Da Vinci.
It was like Genius.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched like
no,
the first
it was on
couple
Stars.
episodes.
Yeah, I did watch a couple episodes, and I
It was
wanted to go back
kind
and
of
watch it.
okay.
I did not
Yeah.
continue. So,
Well, I think that what it really boils down to is that Da Vinci had what is known in the art world as ADHD craft brain.
and
I think he was like, except for unlike most of us, he wasn't fairly good at some things. He was a master of most things.
The reason that he was the ADHDer is that in the time of the Renaissance, the people, the works that are all attributed, not all, the great works obviously are of that artist, but they have like a whole school that is attributed to them. So Da Vinci would have had an entire school of people that were like, he just had the ideas coming. Like, I'm
bing, bang, boom.
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. And he could just oversee all these different projects all at once, which is why, genius.
Multitasking, like
perfect for the ADHD brain, is it not?
Yep. It is. I wonder what he used for his burnout, though. Like, how does a genius get through their burnout? We have more history to dig up from this episode of Amazing.
How does a genius get through their burnout? Usually booze.
Or
other alterations.
Some sort of vice, something to make them like dopamine charged, right? So they can rebuild that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta then have it starts the creative juices going again.
It's a whole new rabbit hole. I'm so thankful on this.
That's why the sex
this day of Thanksgiving
roll, right? Goes together. Yeah. So yeah, they get done with those 3 roadblocks, and after that, they're on to the pit stop. Now, Jag and Jess were the first ones to arrive.
Yeah, they pulled a Tucker and Eric on this one.
They really did. Kind of sad, but we will talk more about that in just a moment. We're going to take just about 5-second break to thank our sponsors. All right, we are back. So yes, they were done. Jag and Jess once again did the amazing powerhouse to the end.
What did they say? 7,500 each.
7,500. So this is quite a jump up. That was 25 for quite a little bit.
I mean, I don't see at this point how they lose.
I know.
Who beats them?
I don't know.
Because here's the thing. This is since the beginning. This is where my thought process was right from go. Is that the best option to win from the start point was the 2 of these guys, like these 2. I knew that Tucker.
It's like Christy and I were debating over who got to have them.
I knew that Tucker and Eric were going to do really, really well, but here's the difference. Jag and Jess, if they find something that they haven't done or it's complicated, they learn quickly. Okay, they can learn on the spot. They can fix the mistake on the spot. Whereas Tucker and Eric,
they both seem to be very aware of where their strengths are too.
Yes, and Tucker and Eric go into almost everything already knowing what to do. But and I knew it was going to be Tucker too. I knew it was going to be him and not Eric. But if there's something he doesn't know like that, it's a struggle. And Jag and Jess do not have that type of personality. If there's something they don't know, they learn it like on the spot. They work around their weakness. So I don't see how, unless they got so lost.
We saw last week, it only takes one challenge to get you twisted.
But I don't see the two of them struggling that much on
it. Well, we never would have saw what happened to Tucker last week happen. I mean, it just...
Oh, no, but like I just said, I absolutely did see this coming with Tucker. I knew there would be something he couldn't do and wasn't going to be able to figure it out on the spot.
Right.
He was going to burn, like, right then and there. He wasn't going to be able to do it. Because there are some people who are really good at things when they practice them or try them, and the talent is there, but then there are others that are like instantly good at things, and if they have to try, they can't.
Because they don't know how, because they never have to, right?
Yeah, because it's just like they're instantly super good at everything they do, and then they hit something they're not instantly good at and forget it. Yeah.
They're annoying.
And I think Tucker is one of those people.
You know what I was just considering? So at the beginning of the season, Jag and Jess were powerhouses right away. They won like the first 3 legs. Mm-hmm. They had their fast forward pass still that they knew they still had at that point. And they had won 3 legs in a row. And they knew that there would be U-turns coming up. I mean, everyone knew at some point in the game, right? And you always figure that's going to be maybe like just prior to maybe mid season, like just prior, that last little bit before you hit the midpoint. And after that, Eric and Tucker took the lead, and then they ran it for quite a while.
Yeah, for like four runs, maybe 5 runs.
Do you I mean, it didn't seem like it when we were watching it, but it's almost worked out for Jag and Jess, because Eric and Tucker were the clear targets for any U-turns during that time.
But Jag and Jess actually got a U-turn and came in first.
They did.
I mean,
no, they did too. And
I mean, 38 seasons, first time it's ever happened.
Right. Yeah. And that's why it also makes me wonder, like, did they kind of let Eric and Tucker like push to the front so they wouldn't look so threatening?
I don't know. I'm sure that they'll talk about that when the season is done. But...
let's say we were running a race. Now, this would never happen. This is high fantasy, y'all. Okay. Imagine we're winning a race where we know we can smoke them every leg. Do you?
Not if it's before the U-turn.
Right, because you're afraid of that. Mm-hmm. But once the U-turns are done,
take them.
Because I don't know, Jag and Jess, they just really had the pedals to the metal.
Yeah, they really do. I would say yes, it would make sense to do that.
If they did, I'm going to have a lot of respect for them. That's cool.
I don't know. I mean, maybe on one of them they might have intentionally done it,
right? Because that can so easily blow up in your face, right?
Because there are some where it's like there's no way that they did it, because they weren't even playing the same challenges,
right?
That's true.
Like the one with the Rubik's Cube and what have, and then they got totally screwed because they couldn't get a cab. Yeah. Because that one they could have, maybe they
maybe they were the ones that were stopping and getting something to eat and going to the bathroom. They're just like, you know what?
I gotta get a coffee.
No big deal. We're gonna do this. So they come in first place, followed by Izzy Page, and then in third place was Joseph and Adam, and then there was the race between Taylor and Kylan and Chelsea and Jack.
It honestly didn't look that close.
I didn't think so. I think
because it was much darker when.
I think they tried to edit it in a way that it would kind of
be exciting. Make it a little bit closer. Okay, and I'm gonna just say, like, I mean, I know we've already talked a lot about how this team, like of Jack and Chelsea, and how much they get lost, but like they get out of that challenge, and everybody takes a damn left. Everyone's turning left, and they're like, let's go right.
See, a lot of these cities in Europe are built around plazas, right? So like where in the US we have
you're basically stuck on internal roundabouts.
Yes. So like on the East Coast we have some wonky, but in the Midwest everything is pretty grid structured, right? Yes. Pretty straight lines, parallel lines. But in Europe it is not like that. And so when they are just making a bunch of, and they end up going kind of in
30 minutes. But
was
to come
it 30
right back around?
Because
she said we drove 30 minutes just to circle back around to where we started.
And then at one point they said it's an hour and 10 minutes to where we need to get. Was that right then to you?
I don't know if it was on that one. I think it was after they left their next one.
Oh, probably. And you go like,
maybe the pit stop?
How could two people be so bad? So they come out to get directions, and Adam and Joseph were already standing talking to a woman on the bench. Wasn't that them? Am I remembering correctly?
It was Adam and Joseph were getting directions, and then right behind them was who left after them?
Chelsea and Jack and Chelsea, no? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And so they walked by them to get and talk to somebody else to get directions, right?
Oh, no, it was Izzy and Paige that were sitting there getting directions, and then Adam and Joseph.
They're getting directions. You're getting directions.
Just follow the directions. Just follow the directions.
I just don't think they know how. And I think they don't understand the directions. It can't be. I know that they said a couple episodes ago about how, we just don't trust ourselves. We second guess. No, that's because you would stop doing that if that's what you were doing.
I would hope so. But
I just think that
I still got Joseph and Adam. I still got Izzy and Paige. So I am not sad that Jack and Chelsea are the ones cut this week.
I am. No,
but
I am totally sad.
It is. I am sad in the fact that
because
Jack did okay in the challenges. Chelsea is good at challenges. Their entire game flaw was getting lost every single stinking time.
And like I've said the last couple of weeks, it's kind of like my guilty. Like I want to see them do good just because the father and daughter bonding, and it just kind of was. I don't know why it appealed to me, but
I feel like for me, of these 5 teams, they're the ones I would want to see go next.
See, I want to see Izzy lose because I just don't like Izzy. But
I don't know why you keep not liking Izzy.
I don't like Izzy. I love Paige. Don't like Izzy.
Listen, David, I totally acknowledge that Izzy is annoying, and I think Izzy,
but she's such great television.
No. I acknowledge she's great television, Jamie. I just don't care for her.
She can kind of like grade on you. I get that, and she would probably say, "Yep, I'm kind of a lot." But I think watching her and her fiance, her and Paige together, has been so wonderful.
No, I agree.
And they're like I didn't think they would be one of my favorite teams, and they kind of have been. So of these 5, Jack and Chelsea, I was like, okay, because
I have big plans.
I've been fine with Joseph going home.
Listen,
they are lacking a fundamental skill that you need to have.
Oh no doubt. They went. Their flaw from the beginning was what sent them.
They still made it to 5th is admirable. When you literally get lost between
how did they make it so far?
I mean, the man is sitting in the back seat with a map, giving her the wrong direct. I just. He's an old guy. He knows how to read a map.
Maybe the map's upside down. Yes, he should.
Yeah.
When he gets home, they better not let him drive that fire truck no more. He is going to get lost.
Yeah. The fire's over here.
Yeah, they ain't getting there.
This is going to be a thing. And this is the thing, too. Like, it was very clear. They got up to that intersection, and he said, I think we should go right.
Yep.
Buddy, it's permanent now. It's in the world. You're never living that one down. It's there. And you win every argument with you from there on out.
I don't think, and I don't know how much they overhear from each other or how much they would know what other teams have gotten lost. But I'm going to tell you, not really any. So, like, why wouldn't you go with what all the teams go that way?
Yeah. And Joseph's they're turning. Why are they turning right? I don't know.
This is something I would change about the show.
And they don't they don't second guess themselves.
I would make it illegal in the game rules to borrow someone's phone to get directions and give them all paper maps because they're all freaking Generation Z and they don't know how to read a map, and that would be hilarious TV.
It would be a very interesting skill, right? It's kind of going to be at some point akin to making fire, is it not? That's a skill.
Yeah.
Is it right? And we'll be like, why do people go on their Amazing Race and not learn how to read a map?
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be super interesting. They would just have to make sure that the maps were in English.
Right.
Maybe also on those maps, because they would need to be in English and they're different countries. Maybe also put like a little, I don't know, key code of like, that doesn't matter what the sign says, the shape is what matters. A yield sign is still a yield sign.
I could probably follow a French paper map because I can recognize the words even if I can't pronounce them.
Well, it's funny you say that because next week we're going to France, y'all.
Yay!
Oui.
Yay! Yeah. It's still with French people, but what can you do?
Sorry, Frank, I love you. Frank, I love you. Is actually really appropriate because I'm in the middle of my interview with the Vampire rewatch and I have finished season 1 and I'm going to Paris.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to do a Stranger Things rewatch so bad and I just didn't.
I did that last year.
So I'm going to watch a YouTube like summary before.
They have a really, I watched the first episode. There's a really good recap. The recap is excellent.
Because if you went back and watched the entire season, it would be just too jarring to see how different they look.
Oh my God. I'm telling you.
I'm just going to want to go back and watch the Metallica episode again.
These children are not anymore.
Yeah, they're like 30.
It's like Grease, right? We were just talking about this the other day. Bunch of 30-year-olds playing teenagers.
But yes, Paris. That should be lots of fun.
Yes.
Because you know what's going to be great is they'll say, "Can I borrow your phone?" in Paris, they'll go, "No."
See, no. I didn't find that to be the truth when I was in Paris. I found that people were like, like one day I was standing on the sidewalk with my travel partner. We were looking at our maps, so it was obvious that we were trying to just kind of like triangulate ourselves, like where are we right now? And this like group of like 5 or 6 youths. No, they were probably.
Did you say youths?
I did. They were probably like 22-ish age, young adults, and they rushed up so excited to practice their English with us and help us figure out where we were going. And you just go, and then after that little exchange, I was like, dude, are we really in France? Because I heard some bad things.
The reality is Parisians get a bad rap.
I have an assumption about those 20-year-olds that ran up to you excited to use their English, and that the assumption is that when invited to go out in the yard and play yard darts, they would crawl under the shade and read a book.
Probably. They're my people. They recognize me. Like,
they knew the glow.
Look how pale and pasty. She's our people. Let's help her. Oh my God, she's outside and she's lost.
I found in Paris.
She shan't make it.
In Paris, if you made any effort at all to speak the language and were just polite, they would mostly help you.
That's pretty much any place in the world.
It's just like New York. If you walk up to somebody and go, "Where's Madison Square Garden?" they're going to go, "Get fucked."
Yeah,
I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry.
But
New Yorkers, you know it's true.
Okay, we only know of one who would take offense.
In the US, we would probably consider this rude, but by Parisian standards, it's probably not rude. We were on the metro, and I was looking for the next stop we were going to be on, and it was. I love.
I just had a Berlin moment.
That song is so choice.
I love it.
Anyway, so we're on the metro, and we're looking at because they have the route up above, right? So you can kind of go like, okay, that was the stop. We have this many stops, and we're like kind of calculating it. And the stop we were getting off at is where Napoleon's tomb is, and it is the station is called it's the Hotel of the Invalids. It was the hospital for the military injured, kind of like the veterans.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but the word in English in the word I'm reading, it's very close to an American word or an English word, excuse me. But I'm a Spanish speaker, so I am thinking of it from like Spanish pronunciation, and the word is Invilades, Hotel de Invilades. Is what I thought with my Spanish accent. And there was a very older woman, very chic looking, very Parisian, sitting in a couple seats away. And
they're invalids, you moron.
And she looks over. Well, no, I knew what it meant.
Yeah.
And she just looked over at me and she said, "Your pronunciation is very bad." In English to me. And I'm just like, I'm trying. Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Languages, but this is not one of them. And honestly, was that really rude? That was just kind of like a little.
It's pretty rude. You weren't talking to her or anything.
I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to the person I was with. So she initiated a conversation and she was commenting and like, I don't know. It just seemed
she initiated a conversation to insult you.
I don't care. I just felt like it was more than like, I don't know.
In Paris, it's good to be insulted.
I thought it was a little bit, it was a little cheeky.
It proves you're truly American.
I don't know. I like a little spice.
I prefer to disguise myself as a German.
Hey,
I just wear a black leather jacket and
just
black
look
slacks.
super cool.
And just yell every couple of seconds. Go
9.
Just be too cool, and that's all. That's all you need.
Russian. Sorry. Anyway, what are you guys doing for your holiday? Anything fun? Eating lots and
same old thing I do for birthdays. Get together with the same family members and eat food.
We're going out. We've never done that before. So.
I think we're going to go see Wicked for Good tomorrow because we have not been able to get into the theaters. They have been sold out.
You are forbidden to go without dressing up at this point.
I'm not.
Christy and I voted. The tally of the votes.
Wow,
I just was 2-0.
He grabbed my hand and yanked me over so hard.
You're right, because because we discovered the other day that Jamie is the only one of the three of us who has never dressed up to go to a movie.
Like in a character,
and we were stunned.
Thing,
But I do that for a Comic-Con, and I would do it for Halloween and stuff. I just have it for a movie.
But now we have to, so because Christy and I voted.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you. I'll go to the midnight showings.
You could just wear your elf costume without the ears, and you'd look like it's like an Oz.
You would look like you belong in Emerald City.
It would be
for real.
I know. I was like, this costume's so hot right now.
The cutest elf ever.
So hot right now.
Did you see the whole thing back and forth where I thought I didn't realize
that's what you thought.
I thought she was going to see.
I saw that.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you in my.
I was so excited.
Outfit day.
I was like, it's kind of got like a steampunk Oz thing going on.
Yes.
Could you imagine though if I went to a movie in that, how mad the person behind me would have been?
And plus, you're really tall too, so that's.
I'm just saying, I would have made an enemy that day.
Am I sitting behind Abraham Lincoln? I don't understand this.
Maybe 5'10"
specifically requested to not be sitting behind the president. Thank you.
Jamie with the hat on is like 6'8".
Yeah, pretty close. It's true. When I was kicking it when I was kicking it with Santa the other day, it was a whole topic of a conversation. Like, how did one of my elves get so tall?
Now, how many episodes are left? Does anyone know?
2. Yeah.
Okay, so we get next week and the week after. Do we know?
It looks like that's how they're doing it. Yeah. I was trying to suss it out tonight. And
because next week we find out who's the final 3.
Yep, and then final 3.
And the last leg of the race. And I hate to say it, but as much as I would love to, I don't know that it's going to be Paige and Izzy going into the final 3. I think Adam and Joseph are getting their stride back, and I know, but they came in second. They did good. What do you think?
I think Adam and Joseph are going home.
Think so?
Yeah.
I
think Paige and Izzy are better for ratings.
I just think it's really
a conspiracy theory.
Well, I don't know.
I think it really depends on what the challenge is.
Adam is not his brother. He's like a dimmer version of his brother. Does that make sense? Well, like his brother's so like.
Well, yeah, he's just such a magnetic personality. Yes, you can't expect the brother to be.
Well,
he grew up around
Adam,
that. He was in the shadow of it. I mean,
yes, absolutely, 100%.
He was
very
reading
sheltered.
his book under the tree while everyone else was playing Ding Dong Ditch.
Okay. Well, Joseph's got the twinkle and Adam doesn't, so I'm sorry.
That's true.
But yeah. But I feel like
in a pinch on a desert island. No,
Joseph always has the look. Don't you think like
Survivor?
100%. For real, don't you think that Joseph always has the look like he's in on the inside joke? Like,
oh yeah.
There's just his face always looks like he knows something. It's like funny, you know.
Oh yeah, he's telling himself a joke in his head. Yes. He's already laughing.
Yes,
like he's hilarious to himself, you know.
Yeah, I think he's his best audience.
That's fine. I love those people.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys. So you think Joseph and Adam are going?
I really it's Joseph and Adam.
I was wrong this week. So
Paige and Izzy.
Who did you think it was going to go?
No, I guess I did say. Did I say Jack and Chelsea, or did I say
we all
Izzy
thought
and Paige?
just because
maybe we were unanimous.
And they came in second last leg, but we were all like, they're gonna get lost again.
They're gonna get lost,
and they got lost a couple of times.
They sure did.
And people getting lost is not really great TV.
That's very frustrating.
It gets you really anxious for. Like,
yes.
How hard is it?
Yes. No, you're not wrong. There's so many different seasons of Amazing Race that I was like, oh, I'm so excited that I really do like this show. And then I sit down and first episode, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is
I can't breathe.
I only watched it the one time. And who won the year we all watched? Did we podcast that?
No, I don't remember which
season was that.
Donald Trousers.
Well, no, didn't you watch The Big Brother? You watched the one that had Derek X and Claire, right?
Yeah. I think. Isn't that it? No.
Yeah.
That's not the season.
No, that's not that one. That's older.
I watched the ones where the YouTubers from Raleigh won.
Wait, didn't Victor and Nicole do it?
They did. Mm-hmm. They did a different season. Nope.
The YouTubers from Raleigh won.
No, they did it.
They did it. YouTube.
Oh, the ones that just made the most epic Gen X video ever.
Yes, I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that one.
Anyway, I'm really afraid. I think Taylor and Kyland might not be able to pull it together.
Maybe. I mean, but listen, they were.
That's my worry.
How much further behind? And
yes,
they still came in. So
yeah,
I don't know, guys. I think it's like this is what we're sitting at. We're sitting at where there's a very clear most likely winner, and then it could be anyone in the other three.
But to be fair, when Tucker and Eric were still in it, that didn't seem that way, right? Did you think that they were going to falter?
Oh, I mean, they could have gone wire to wire.
Yeah, I was like, it's going to be Jag and Jazz or Tucker and Eric. Like, I knew it was just going to take one thing for Tucker to get confused on. I
really thought they were going to do it.
I knew there was just one weak spot in that man. And
my only way to win was if Tucker and Eric went, and they went. Yeah. So now it opens it up.
You're just going to win, Christy.
Which, well, it makes me sad. I want it to be a good race. I want it
to
be...
it could, something shocking could happen. I mean.
It could.
A producer could stick their foot out and trip Jag.
How do you tell the difference?
Oh, did you fall?
Jag and Jazz?
Sorry.
One of them is way more like manicured beard, and the other one's like
yep.
Right.
Jag always seemed. Yeah, he was he had a little more style to him.
He had a little bit more.
He always had really cool shirts on Big Brother. I do remember that.
Oh yeah. If he wasn't wearing athwear or athletic wear, yeah, he had like really cool shirts with his really cool matchy, like how he was doing his.
Oh yeah, and then occasionally we'd see footage with him where he did not have it on, like when he'd come out of the shower, and it's like, that's some long hair. Where'd that cool metalhead dude get here?
Yeah, that's cool.
Look like that guy's got to be in a band, right?
Gotta be. What a waste, right? Maybe he did that in another life. We don't know. Maybe that'll be the final challenge.
I do think both of the brothers are fairly evenly matched, though. Like, I don't feel like there's one that stands out as having a harder time than the other one in challenges. Do you?
I think Jag's better at challenges.
Think so?
I think Jag is better at things that are more mental. Like he's the one with the memory, kind of those things.
But his brother's a little more even. Jag tends
a little bit more and a little bit more street smarts, instincts kind of thing.
Right.
You know.
I got by that. Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Well, I guess that's all we got. This week. We will be here next week talking about this. Who's going to make it to the final three? So join us if you want to get updated, because we did switch our time this week. Hit like and subscribe below so that you can be alerted when we have our next one scheduled.
But we're probably Thursday, right?
Probably Thursday.
That is the most likely scenario is we return Thursday.
But until then, if you want to see Jamie's fun elf outfit, or I don't know, you got to post it over there, or I don't know,
Ozian elf outfit, I might add. Very Ozian
shenanigans that we have going on over there. You can find us at Tally the Votes on Facebook, and we're also on the Insta and all of those. That's with Tally the Votes. And then if you want to send us an email, get your fingers doing the work, you can send us an email at tallythefeedback@yahoo.com. That's tallyfeedback@yahoo.com. Oh, well, I mean, wow, we're gonna bing all over. Apparently David's off for the night. We also would like to let you know that we are audio streaming on all the places you find your podcast. Just look for us, Tally the Votes. You can also find us on the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed. And we thank the Jay and Jack Network for helping host us. And at this time, we are going to thank a couple of our favorite patrons over there at the Jay and Jack. That is Megan the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, Ed the Creepy Mailman, and Eckhart.
Creepy Poopy Head Mailman.
All right. I mean, I don't know. Until he speaks on his adjectives, we'll let it go.
His contract. He has to have his full title.
It's a full title. And Monarch of the West Indies and beyond and all of those things. And if you would like to be a patron of the Jay and Jack Network, you can head over to patreon.com/Jay and Jack. Help these guys. I mean,
that's a nice thing to do.
I think Jack's
keep the podcasts coming.
Asking for $1 billion now, because now that Elon's zeroing in on $1 trillion, now Jack.
Somebody's got to take the billionaire spot.
Anyway. Somebody's got to give Crazy Hank a raise.
Help him get that hair transplant or whatever it is. He's
God!
Earmarked for. I don't know. Well, he's the one talking about it.
He's not going to listen anyway, so we're good.
He seems to be worried about it. Anyway, that's all.
The man needs to get his own Zamboni. Okay, he needs his own.
Why not?
Naked Zamboni is just.
Could you retrofit the Zamboni so you could just drive it around in the streets and stuff?
With $1 billion, I bet you could.
I bet you could. All right, guys. Well, we're out of here till next week. Everyone have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
And even more than that, really enjoy the cousin walk tomorrow, because that's really the best part of Thanksgiving, isn't it?
No. The best part of Thanksgiving is Black Friday. And I'm praying for a Bears victory, which is very unlikely, but hope with me for a day.
Okay. All right. She says Huskers. With a very loud eye roll. Sure, David.
All right. Anyway.